Hi, I'm Erin and this is Jason. Not only are we both teachers at one of your Southside colleges,
but one of us is actually a graduate from one of these very same schools.
The years you're in now can be pretty daunting. It's a big time in your life. Some of you will be starting part-time work,
perhaps learning how to drive, and of course making big decisions about your future.
Picking a college can be downright terrifying. Trust me, we know. When you think about it, it doesn't need to be.
And to prove it, we've chatted to some current Year 11s and 12s about their college experience.
The best thing about college, I think, is probably the people.
Definitely the people. Everyone's a lot more welcoming and you can just go talk to anyone who you want to and they're happy to see you.
I think the best part of college for me is the whole independence aspect of it. It's the idea that it's up to you to either excel or to sometimes fail.
Making new friends I was really worried about because I just hadn't had to do that for a very long time.
I didn't find it difficult to make friends, but I did find it a bit overwhelming coming to a school with so many people I didn't know. The best thing was just to sit down in class, get involved in activities, and friends just come your way. It's natural.
You turn up and you realise that everyone's just as nervous as you are, like you're not the only one who's nervous, and people want to talk to you because they want to make new friends, so it was actually easier than I was expecting.
I would have gone to careers if I had a second chance at going to college. They know a lot and they know how to get you where you want to go.
I would have paid more attention to how valuable the assessment tasks were in the first term of Year 11 because they're exactly the same as like last term, Year 12. So don't take that so lightly and focus 110% on that.
So the classes I'm currently studying are ones that I'm doing because they interest me and I have a background on them.
Chose what I was good at as well as what I wanted. So it was a combination of like, do I want to do exactly what I want and just be a free bird, or do I want to be like smart about it? And I think I was part of both, so it was good for me.
I think if you're planning to do a subject at university, you need to take into account the prerequisites, and so of course the subjects you choose are based on that, but they tend to be the subjects you enjoy anyway.
There are lots of people that can support you. With classwork, mostly I'd go to a class teacher that has relevant knowledge in that area.
I find the environment just really supportive and really if you're having trouble, then there's someone right around the corner to help you. There's student services and we're a community, you know, and communities help each other out.
If you ask any teacher, they'll direct you to the right person anyway, so it's not as daunting as it might seem.
The important thing to remember about ATARs and AST is that they're useful tools, but they're not everything. And once you get into a university, you can change a lot.
Work experience is definitely a good program. It's a great program, in fact, because it helps us to know about the workforce that you would like to go into, and also how to get into that workforce, because you'll be dealing with people who actually are from that workforce.
I don't think any of the acronyms you need to be afraid of, and if they're at all relevant to you, then you'll figure them out and you'll find them out and teachers will tell you about them. And if you don't need to know them, you won't, like me.
The biggest difference that I noticed was the way that the teachers treat you. I feel like I'm treated more as an adult now than I was at high school.
You have to be more self-motivated. You have to organise your own time really well.
I was expecting teachers to be like really on your back about things, and they are, they support you heaps, but you really need to make sure that you're self-motivated and that you're pushing yourself, because otherwise a lot of the time you can sort of forget about something or be like, oh, that's okay, I'll leave it till later, and then the week beforehand freak out.
I'm really liking all my classes here, and I find it a lot easier to go to school now because I'm choosing what I want to learn rather than having it forced upon me.